Hello and welcome to this midweek reflection from the Manse with me, Iain, minister in Bothwell. Today we come to stop, to pause, to reflect and to remember the lives of over 6 million individuals who have lost their lives in the past 2 years due to COVID. We come to remember in the UK the 164,000 people who have lost their lives due to COVID in the past 2 years. On this, the National Day of Remembering, we pause, we stop, and we give thanks for every single life that was lost too soon. Today we come remembering the sacrifices that have been made in the past 2 years. We come remembering all that we have lost ourselves. Although we may not be mourning the loss of a loved one, the past 2 years have not been easy for anybody, and we've all had to struggle. We come today listening to the words of the Gospel, from the Gospel of Matthew, in which Jesus is asked, "Which is the greatest commandment in the law?" Jesus replied, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it. Love your neighbour as yourself." Love your neighbour as yourself. These past 2 years we have found ourselves loving one another like never before. And as we come out of the pandemic, we must remember that there are those for whom normal will never be the same. There will be those for whom normal is having to readjust, to relearn, to find their joy in life once again. And we're reminded of the need to reach out to them, to care for them and to love them. But also we're reminded to love ourselves. Because the commandment says that we are to love the Lord our God, and we're also told to love your neighbour as yourself. In order to help those around us, we first must learn to love the creation that God has made us to be, with flaws and all, for we are perfect in the eyes of God. Let us pray. Merciful God, we entrust into your tender care those who today are still ill, those who are still in pain, those who are still suffering from COVID. We pray for those who are living with long COVID. We pray for those in hospital and those at home. Comfort and heal them and restore them to health and strength. Gracious God, give skill, sympathy and resilience to all who are caring for the sick, and your wisdom to those searching for a lasting cure to COVID. Strengthen them with your Spirit, that through their work they many may be restored to health. Loving God, we pray for those who are alone, for those for whom the outside world is still too scary. Lord, we ask for your blessing and for your courage and for your strength. Remind us that we are not people of fear, we are people of courage. We are not people who protect our own safety, we are people who protect our neighbour's safety. We are not people of greed, we are people of generosity. We are your people, God, living, giving and loving, wherever we are, whatever it costs, for as long as it takes, wherever you call us. So hear us now as we join with the great orchestra of your people, saying the words which you taught us to say, saying, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever. Amen.
Since the world was young, there's a song that's been sung of a promise coming true. Hungry folk will eat, and long-lost friends will meet, and the Lord will make all things new. God has a table where he calls his friends to a feast that never ends. God has a table, and one day we'll meet him there. Jesus saw a crowd who were hungry and vowed that they didn't have much food. So he fed that bunch with a little boy's lunch as a sign that God is good. God has a table where he calls his friends to a feast that never ends. God has a table, and one day we'll meet him there. Jesus told a tale of how rich people fail to accept God's summons to dine. Then before they rise, those without earthly ties share heaven's finest food and wine. God has a table where he calls his friends to a feast that never ends. God has a table, and one day we'll meet him there. Till we hear that word from the mouth of the Lord, saying, join me at my table. For the world will care, and its good things we will share, as long as we are able. God has a table where he calls his friends to a feast that never ends. God has a table, and one day we'll meet him there. And one day